Hey sis, so how are you? So today we're going to talk about financial freedom and how to obtain financial freedom. I asked everybody in the group, in our women's group, who is struggling with financial management. So you're making your money, you got the job, you're doing what you're supposed to do, but your money, there's more money at the end of your money, or it seems like we always say we got like a hole in our pocket. We don't know where our money is going. And it's the management of the money is where, like, I'm be honest with you, I had a problem with dealing with learning how to manage my money. I knew how to get it. I know how to go out and hustle it. I know how to go get the money, but I didn't know how to keep it or grow it, invest it. So with this new financial freedom classes that I'm going to start teaching, this is what we're going to be teaching: money management. Okay. I learned from so many different ways, and one of the ways that I learned is by reading books, watching podcasts, and I have been studying Rashad, Bilal's and Troy Millings' Earn Your Leisure's You Deserve to Be Rich. Yes, my wore out, but they let you know I'll be in it. And I'm going to take lessons from this book and show you how I applied it to my life and how it has helped me to finally get my finances in order. And I'm going to share some nuggets out of this book and show it so that we can all get into that financial freedom that we are believing in. Are you ready? I'm ready. So, just like Earn Your Leisure, they so hip hop, and that's another reason why I love to follow them. They are so hip hop. If you're not familiar with Earn Your Leisure's Rashad, Bilal, and Troy Millings, they are two friends from New York that came together. Rashad was a financial advisor, and Troy was a middle school teacher. And they realized that the lack of knowledge of financial literacy in their community, they recognized the void in that area. So what they did, they came together and they started teaching financial literacy to the middle school class. And they have a post. It's one iPhone, two chairs on the table, and boom, Earn Your Leisure was born. So I have been following them since COVID, I think 2019, 2020, when they were on the Breakfast Club. And I knew right away their mission was something that I was looking very forward to. And so one thing that I really admire about these young men is the fact that their mission, their sole mission, is to help the culture. They talk about investments. They have another podcast, money marketing, and I have been following them, and I've learned so much as an entrepreneur, as a business owner. I've learned the hard way, but I also learned the easy way and followed their blueprint, because these guys have grown their brand they travel all over the world speaking now. They are in Africa. They're building a city in Africa, in Ghana. Like, I really invested in Earn Your Leisure because they break financial literacy down for the hip hop world, and y'all know I love me some hip hop, to where I can understand it. Okay? So we're gonna start with they got A side, and that's shifting your mindset. And chapter 1 is the highest level. So I'm gonna teach you guys chapter by chapter, and we're just gonna do a whole series of this book, because I feel like it will really bless and help someone just like it helped me. Okay? So chapter 1, the highest level. It's basically before you can even start the job, before you can even go to work or start making the money, you got to have the vision. You got to know exactly what it is that you want to do, you dream of, you know exactly the goals you want to reach. You got to have the vision. And one of their questions is, why do I want money and why do I need money? And with that, this is the fun part, because this is the part that you can be a kid again and you can go into your imagination and you can just dream up whatever you are desiring. And you know I'm going to always add the gospel in it and add scripture to this, like Habakkuk 2:2. Write the vision and make it plain. Do you know what it is that you want? Don't worry about your needs, because you already know God said your needs is going to be met, right? So do you know exactly what it is that you want when it comes to being an entrepreneur, when it comes to being wealthy? Do you sit down, write it down, detail, be very specific, and once you get that vision in your head and written on paper, because that's the magic. You can think it, but when you magically write it out, don't put it on your phone. Write it out. It seems as if it activates something in your mind, because it triggers something in you that says, hey, I actually see this. Now you can actually create steps and a plan to obtain what you visualize and wrote out on paper. Now their second segment is, if I had financial freedom right now, what are the first 3 things I would do? So let me tell you about me. So my first 3 things, I'm just going to sleep. I'm going to take one day and I'm going to sleep. They even said, some people probably say, you want to be on vacation. I'm just going to do some rest. I'm going to do rest. I'm going to sit up in my bed and I'm going to pay off my debt from bed. I'm not going to let anyone know that I've hit this wealth thing. Because you don't want people to come with their hand out. I'm going to pay tithe. I'm going to donate to my favorite charity. I'm doing all this from bed. And whatever I have left over, we're investing into the business. The Candy J Agency, we're about to explode. Okay? I'm investing in every segment, in the hair, in my social media digital marketing segment, and also into our photography. We are, to my mentorship program, we're going to invest. And because you know I already have the vision for my salon, I'm just going to start making the phone calls and telling everybody I'm ready. And I'm going to do all that from bed. Because you know I already got everything. I already have the business plan. I already have everything rolled out. I've done my business plan. If you need help with business plans, let me know, because I can't help you write out business plans. All I have to do is pick up the phone call and start calling. I even know who my contractors are going to be, who's going to build out my salon in my dream location. And I'm not going to tell y'all where it is yet. But that's one thing I'm going to do. And then the second thing I'm going to do, well, I think there was like 3 or 4 in there. I'm going to write it out. I'm going to pay my bills. I'm going to pay my tithing. I'm going to pay my debt. I'm going to order in. I'm going to DoorDash. I'm going to watch television. I'm going to watch from my bed. I'm telling you, that's like just day 1. Day 2 might be another whole story. But just day 1, when I get that money where it's in my account, where, unless I got a client. Unless I got hair clients, then, I'm going to go do my clients. But other than that, I'm keeping it quiet. I'm just going to start moving in silence. And it's game time. Yeah, it's game time. And I'm already excited about it, like it's already going to happen. So your next question, what does your dream life look like? So my dream life, I have 5 salons. Birmingham is the head, because that's home. That's where the head station is, the head salon is, the main salon. I have Huntsville, because y'all know that's my second home. I have a flagship New York, LA, and Paris, and Atlanta. So I think I added Huntsville, that made it 6. So that's Birmingham, Huntsville, Atlanta, New York, LA, Paris. So 6 locations. Because you got to understand, the Candy J Agency is not just a salon. I also hire people to go and do celebrity hair So I have makeup artists and hairstylists on that I hire. They make on their own salons, but they work with my agency, so I get them jobs, and they fly all over the world doing people hair. Beyonce, Angela Bassett, all my ladies, all my friends. Yeah, because they are my plan too. And I have real estate in each place where my salon is. So if I'm not staying there, it's being Airbnb'd or rented out. So we're gonna always keep the income coming. I have so much freedom because I'm semi-retired from behind the chair. So I have so much freedom now I can live my life. I can go hang with my kids. I can enjoy being a mom. I can enjoy traveling, Little League. I have so much, but I can also do everything that I need to do and make sure my businesses are being run and not being neglected just by my presence, because I take the time out and I make sure that I schedule that. Me and my husband, we are on to building our brands individually and together, because we're going to be the couples goal where we're going to teach our successes and our failures. We're going to make multimillionaires. This is how I really see it. Y'all know my dream. The people who do know me, my dream is to open up a beauty school in Africa. It's going to be named after my teacher, Miss Deborah Alexander, who owns her own school, Hair Care Resource Institute, right now here in Birmingham, Trustville. And I just see myself traveling with my family. I see a lot of parties, get-togethers, me cooking because I love to cook. And I just see me being able to do exactly everything that I want to do with no effort, with no stress. And it's just amazing. I see this. So notice I didn't tell you I'm going to do this money, I'm going to do all of this, because it's the happiness and the fulfillment and the purpose that I'm chasing. But I'm not chasing, but I'm setting my goals for. And all of those good energies, they bring in the money, because people want to pay. They're going to pay for, hey, how you do that? So the money will come. But my goal is to chase happiness and make memories with my family. Okay? Now, I had some notes, and I'll make sure I got everything. It tells you to be specific as possible. You saw I was very specific. Where you're going to live. I told you where I'm going to live. What kind of clothes, what kind of car. I have my dream cars already that I want. I even have the type of wardrobe in my Pinterest that I kind of started to do now. Specific visions, and you probably can already tell and see. Like, you can vision my vision. Like, it seems so real. I already have it written down. I already made it plain, prayed over it. This is my first time sharing some of my details with you guys, but I really need you to know how specific, and I really need you to get it in your minds, the depth that you need to go. Because if you can't see it, you can't believe it. And we're going to go in this book, Earn Your Leisure. You deserve to be rich. They ain't lying. They are not lying. You deserve to be rich. And I believe that. Do you believe it? Well, we'll see. And I'll see you for chapter 2 next time. Bye.